music, right?
Yes.
Alright, my friends, hello, aloha. How you guys doing? My name is Greg. This helicopter is called the EC-130. It's worth about $3 million the way we have it set up for it. It's a fun way to see Kauai. We got Claire and Michael here. I was telling Claire and Michael that you guys got a microphone here you're going to share. She'll be in charge of it, but if you want to talk, it's pushed down. Hold it next to your mouth, let it go when you're done talking. Brenda, you figured it out. David, you guys will share that one. Emily, you and Marcy will have one as well. Okay? And then, did y'all see the safety briefing video? Any questions on that? Let's go see Kauai then. Hopefully this will be one of the highlights of your trip here. Here we go. Now, if you're going to fly in Hawaii, don't you got to have the Hawaii 5-0 theme song on at some point in the trip? Let's do it. Down below us here is Princeville Ranch. They go horseback riding here, to go down to the waterfalls, swim in the waterfall, then get back on your horse and continue on. You can go ziplining. You can see the zipline platforms right underneath us here. They also have ATV rides, so it's a full activity ranch. Do you remember Marcy in Jurassic Park when they first saw the Brachiosaurus dinosaurs walking around? Is in that grass field with the little lake? That's over there on your left. That's called Kahili Ranch. Also in the sequel, Jurassic World, they had a blue helicopter. It's actually your helicopter today. They took the name Blue Hawaiian off the top because the movie's supposed to be in Costa Rica. So I'm going to take you to see where they filmed Jurassic World just ahead of us here. I'll fly it in such a way that if you watch the film, you'll see your flight today. We'll just replicate the flight path we flew. You won't have to worry about petrosaurs and flying dinosaurs and things like that. That was all special effects. This used to be all pineapple fields up in here, but you can see now it's affluent homes. Very green and lush on this side of the island. Later, when we get over to the west side, it tends to be a little bit more dry, arid. Notice down below you, Michael, some of the trees are broken off. Back in January, we had some really high winds here in Hawaii. They were only 50 miles an hour on Kauai, and that's why all the trees are broken. But on the big island of Hawaii, they hit 200 miles an hour up on the top of Mauna Kea. It wasn't even a hurricane. It was just a low-pressure system passing through. Notice the trees on the right broken over there too, David. That big clump there, those are called albizia trees. Those are 100 feet tall. On the left, on your side, Emily, Marcia, you can see the Pekoa Falls. There'll be waterfalls here and there, just depends on where the rain was last night. You can see some down in the walls there, and then it disappears as it fades away, and in the evening it rains again, they come back. So it depends on where the weather was in the night. Almost every day we get rain on Kauai. This is probably the farthest I've ever seen anybody in this valley right to here. I've seen pig hunters here, and I saw some hikers off on the right there. But I've never seen anybody from here forward on the ground. Coincidentally though, this is where they shot Jurassic World, right here. On the beginning of the movie they're flying towards us, so it looks a little bit different, but it's the same spot. And in the second half they're flying this way, like we are right now. See the waterfall on your side, Brenda? Way up in front of us here on the right is the main volcano that formed the island of Kauai. That's about 5,200 feet up. That's called Mount Waialeale. I'm going to take you inside the caldera of it, the crater. We have to jump over the ridge to do that in just a moment.
Is that the highest point on the island?
Yeah, well, Kauai is not very tall. It's about 37 feet shy of a mile. Now you go over to Maui, Haleakala is double this at 10,000 feet. And Mauna Kea on the Big Island of Hawaii is 13,796 feet, about 14,000 feet. So comparatively, this is relatively small, but one of the neat things about this is the terrain is relatively level and goes straight up 5,000 feet, whereas on Mauna Kea and Haleakala and Maui, they start at the shoreline and go for miles and miles, gradually up to the summit. And that'll make this a pretty neat little place to go inside the crater here. But because of that almost immediate rise in terrain, that's where we get the immediate cooling of the air to create the rainfall, and that's why Kauai is wetter than those islands. As we climb over the ridge here, imagine if I was going to let you out right on the ridge and you were going to hike all the way up to the top. Ancient Polynesians did that. They would come here to pray and commune with God. Look at this. Down below us here is where they did some of the technical work for a movie called Avatar. And you can see the sleeping giant on the shoreline over there. Now we're going to go inside the crater area, and you could actually hike in here, but it's a very, very difficult drive to get out here, and the hike is even harder. But if you wanted to, it is accessible. Let's go take a look.